Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s. Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Oilers have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Second down, here's Chubb. Again, a minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On third down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. Powers through him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30, and he works free. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. Now, I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 2nd down and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it, but a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we're talking about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, some strong running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's man. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It
certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Oilers are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. 1st down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. There you have it. Halftime quarter. Here we go. Appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 111 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Oilers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the defense has come up with it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him no...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Oilers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Oilers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Daron Payne make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield to throw it, and this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The Browns send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Houston's offense taking over again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Oilers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that too familiar of a just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He completes it to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Mayfield with it once more. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Oilers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Oilers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daron Payne, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 215 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look out and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mayfield on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he's got this down to the 35. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And got you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll set up to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A first down throw for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams